Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Auburn Yoga and Pilates. Tonight we are going to do barre. We're going to do about 30 minutes of barre. So I hope that you will join us, or I hope that you will watch this later and do it and let us know how you liked it. Okay, we'll get started. Okay, so for this class, you're basically going to want a chair of some type to use as a barre, a little squishy ball, and if you don't have one, you can use a pillow, and some hand weights. And I'm just going to start the timer so that it keeps me honest. So you want to stand in a comfortable stance with your feet parallel to each other, and just start off with some squats. So coming down and up, and down and up. Eight more. Last one. Now this time we're going to squat and lift. Squat and lift. So a knee lift. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. Thank you to whoever sent the like. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now squat, kick, kick, kick. Grabbing hold of those weights, or actually first, let's grab hold of that squishy ball and place the squishy ball or the pillow, right at your knee pit. You want to lean forward on your barre, align your hips, align your knees, and lift that leg. Keeping a little bit of softness in that supporting knee. Hold that leg back and pulse. Taking it down and up. Holding it up and pulse. And coming up, grabbing hold of that ball, switching sides. So placing that ball right at your knee pit, hinging forward from that hip, putting a little bit of a bend in the supporting knee, and lift and drop. Hold it up, pulse. And now in and back again. Hold it back, pulse. Coming up and removing that ball, grabbing hold of those hand weights. So you can use anything if you don't have hand weights. Canned goods, water bottles. I was using water bottles till I found these weights. Okay, taking those elbows to your waist, externally rotating your arms at your shoulders. Press out. As you come down into a plie. 2 more. Hold it up, or you could hold it down if you prefer. Or you could go somewhere in the middle if you're not too sure. Arms are out, high biceps. Four more. 3, 2, last one. Coming up if you did decide to go down, or maybe halfway down, like I did. From here, you're going to hinge at the hip. You're going to try to keep your spine nice and long, giving you this side view. Hopefully it helps you to see what I'm doing here. And it's like we're going to be pulling weeds. So letting those arms hang down pretty vertical, and then letting the arms brush along those ribs as they come up. You can go as low as spine horizontal to the floor, but for some people that's a little tricky, a little too much on the back. And coming up, and then coming right back down, doing the same thing. Coming up, coming right back down. This time, hold the elbows high, up by those ribs, arms hugging the rib cage, tricep kickbacks. Eight more. Coming up. And then you can continue to hold both weights, or you can just hold one. Just because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it, I'm personally going to hold one. But again, feel free to hold 2. There's not really a reason that you should decrease your weight on this one. Toes and knees are out, and we're going to reach those arms up, and we are going to do a controlled swing down as we plie. So not hinging at that hip, just bringing those arms down and up. 8 more. And last one, holding it up. If you dropped that second weight, grabbing it again. And again, you can hold the top of the plie, the bottom of the plie, or somewhere in the middle. Arms are up, and pull those arms down. Pull down, squeezing through that upper back as you pull those arms down. Lat pull. Eight more. Last one for now. Take those weights and dropping them down and going back to the first leg that we worked. So from here, we're going to step that leg back into a lunge or a modified lunge. You want both of your toes, or all of your toes, pointing straight ahead, hips pointing straight ahead. So we're going to lunge, plie to the front. Lunge, plie. Lunge, plie. Lunge, plie. Lunge, plie. 4 more. 3, 2, hold it to the bar. Now this time, we're going to keep a little bit of softness in that supporting knee and take that leg back. And lift. And lift. Now if you want, we're going to lean into it. Lean into it as you press that leg back. Now changing it a little, we're going to press back and then drop into a lunge. Press back, lunge. Press back, lunge. Last one. And we're going to attempt to put that together. So we'll start off, plie, lunge, arabesque, lunge. See how that goes. So, whenever you're ready, plie, lunge, arabesque, lunge. Plie, lunge, arabesque, lunge. Two more. Last one. Okay. And coming up to the front, staying on this side just temporarily, tendu front. Engaging your gluteus medius on that supporting leg. And to the back. Hold it in. Now, taking it around the world. We'll go front, side, back, and in. Trying to make a nice circular motion, like a globe, sort of. Maybe a warped globe. And coming forward and around. Reverse direction. Last one. And coming in and taking it over to side two. So we're going to start off the same way that we started on the other side. We're basically going to plie and lunge. And when you lunge, you're going to end up with all your toes facing the side along with your hips. So from here, plie, lunge, plie, lunge. Hold it facing the bar. And from here, starting off, keeping yourself fairly upright, let that leg go back. Now, if you want to, take the torso forward. And holding it down. Now from here, we'll do one arabesque along with one lunge. Again, whenever you're ready, getting started, go. Up and back. Last one. And coming up, and because we did the other side first, you know it's coming. So, plie, lunge, arabesque, plie. Getting ready, and go. Plie, lunge, arabesque, lunge. Two more. Last one. And coming back up. And grabbing hold of those weights again. Coming into a comfortable stance with those feet. And basically from here, we'll come into drawing swords. So you only really need one weight at a time. I just picked up both, so I guess I'll hold both. Again, doesn't really matter. Taking that weight to the opposite hip, bringing it up to the front of the shoulder, elbow out, lift up, in, and down. Last one. Switching sides. Same thing on the other side, almost like you're pulling your sword out of your belt. I don't know what it was, but coming up, out, in, and down. A very distinct move. Last one. Coming back to side one, doing one more set. Again, starting off at that opposite hip, coming up and out. Last one. Switch sides. And same thing, side two. Coming up, out, back in, and down. Last one. Now grab your other weight if you did let go of it like I did. And we're going to come into the bug, which is basically a bent over fly. So I'll do just a couple from this orientation, then I will turn to the side. Not sure what orientation will play best on camera. Okay, so from here, bending over, again, you can go as low as getting your spine horizontal to the floor. Letting those arms hang pretty vertical and coming up. And coming up, you may want to take a posture break, and then coming back down and going into 8 more. Lifting up for 8, 7, 8. Last one. And coming up, placing those weights down. Okay, believe it or not, we are at 24 minutes. So 30 minutes of bar. We're almost there. And we said about. So if we go a minute or 2 over, please forgive me. Now from here, some people will want to use the bar for support, and some people won't want to or need to. So it's entirely up to you. And you can always switch back and forth, but you want to make sure that your bar or chair is out fairly far in front of you because you want to be able to lift your knee up without whacking your knee onto the chair. So really, put it out to your fingertips. So from here, we're going to come back, lunge, and optional, you can reach those arms up on the knee lift and balance, come back, lunge, and lift. Or if you're feeling off balance, you can lunge and lift. So, going through those, starting now. Drop it down, switching sides, lunge and lift. Lunge, lift. Last one. And again, switching sides, lunge and lift. Last one, switch sides. Last one, and bringing it in. Now, I'll turn this way, just so you can see my feet. Now I'll turn back. So you want your heels together, your toes turned out. I don't turn out very far. I find that my hips get a little cranky with me if I do. But some people can turn out very far. They have that range of motion through their hip. So you decide. But heels together, spine vertical. So we've got this side orientation. You can see spine pretty vertical and plie. So really trying hard not to throw your hips back. And hold it down and pulse. And coming up. Now, holding it, facing your bar. You do not have to hold on. Of course, you're welcome to. If you can, keep your heels together. If they come apart, they come apart. But do your very best to keep them together. Relevate. So that means lifting your heels. Keep going. So basically, you're doing this. And again, you're trying to keep those heels stuck together if you can. Now, hold the top of the releve. So heels stay up. And from here, spine stays vertical. Plie. And last one, dropping it down. So, believe it or not, that took us to 29 minutes and several seconds. So, we will stretch. That's a quick and easy, well, quick, maybe not easy class for you. From here, you can hold on to your bar or chair for support. Take one leg, cross it over, and sit back into that stretch, Flex the inside foot, stretching that hip and that outer thigh. Coming up and switching sides. So taking the flat spot on the outer ankle to just over your knee. Flexing that inside foot to protect the knee and activate that hip. That lifted leg is an external rotation. Coming up, and you can take your hands either to the seat of your chair or to the back of your chair. If your heart rate is still elevated, you want to make sure you don't bring your head below your heart. Your feet are parallel to each other, and space yourself so that your ankles end up under your hips. Reaching those arms nice and long, reaching that spine nice and long. And coming up, stepping it in. Inhaling those arms up. Grounding through your feet, literally like you were growing roots into the floor. And reach up through those arms. Then grab hold of a wrist and come over. Side body stretch. And coming up to center switch. And dropping it down and taking your hands to the seat of your chair. Again, unless you want to go a little higher, be conscious of that heart rate. And placing your hands on the seat of that chair, your ankles approximately under your hips, and scoop, and then spill your pelvis as far forward as you can. And scoop. And last one, coming up. And just a deep breath in, reach high, exhale out, take those hands behind you, interlace those fingers if you can. If not, you can just place your hands on your back side somewhere and either press those elbows down and back if you've opted to interlace those fingers, or simply squeeze the upper back. If you placed your hands on your back side, opening up that front body. Release one more time, and exhale out, and 34 minutes. Pretty close. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again soon.